Okay, so basically, I'm doing this thing where I'm going like interviewing, getting the background story of all the Aish rabbis. Yeah, because
Just so you're gonna be disappointed, but okay.
no, I highly doubt it. And I've got like a nickname for all the rabbis, so it's like your nickname's like the Comic Rabbi. Like I mean, it's pretty like standard. Did you grow up religious?
Oh, we started already?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did I grow up religious? The answer is depends what you mean by that, but based on what I think you mean, the answer is yes.
Yeah, like keeping Shabbos.
Oh yeah, sure.
Did you ever go off the derrick at all?
Again, depending on what I think you mean, no.
Oh yeah. Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? I think.
These are all very vague terms. But the colloquial sense of what people mean, the answer is no. I never went up to that.
So did you always think you were going to be a rabbi?
No.
Yeah. What was your? Did you study? What was your plan?
Well, depending on what I think you mean. I don't know what you mean by rabbi. I mean, because normally if you speak to a secular audience, say rabbi, they always ask, so what congregation are you in? If you mean like a person who studied Torah before, the answer is yeah, I thought I'd studied Torah. If you thought I'd mean a rabbi, meaning it's like a pulpit rabbi, the answer is no, I didn't think so. I'm still not. If what you mean is an educator, the answer is it could be, yeah. Could be. But that was one of the routes that I perhaps would have taken.
Okay. So, did you go to yeshiva like straight from school, or was your school a yeshiva?
I went to an elementary school. It's called the Hebrew Academy. Excuse me for pausing for a moment. Can they hear me? Is this loud enough?
Maybe like a little bit louder.
Well, I'm just saying in terms of also, for your own thing, I don't know how this works.
See, look, it's
how
like
good this is in terms of mics.
It's got like 6 mics.
Oh yeah,
It's generally surprised me. I can
okay, fine.
Just
so I went to school and it's called the elementary school, the Hebrew Academy. You heard of such a thing? Okay, so there's like different levels and styles and whatever it is. There's like whatever. So the Hebrew Academy is like the modern Orthodox style schools. So it's not like what they call yeshivish. But there's so much to explain if someone doesn't know
Okay,
the nuances.
Yeah.
But the answer is I went to a religious elementary school and high school, and then when I went there, I was enrolled there. I didn't really go that much, but I was enrolled there, and I went to when I was 17. I came to Israel. And normally, it's a standard protocol thing for someone going from my background to go to elementary school, high school, what they call middle school in the middle, whatever. To go through those, I don't know, you guys call it Australia, like primary school and high school, whatever, and then to go to Israel for the year. But usually after high school, I left after 11th grade, and I came to Israel for the year to study, and I've been here since then.
Oh, whoa!
So that was that. Yeah.
Where did you study?
I first started at a place called Yerushalayim, OJ.
Yeah.
Not Simpson, but I don't know who that is. But anyway, OJ. That's in Moshe Meir, right in Yerushalayim, right outside Yerushalayim, whatever. I was there for 2 years, and then I went to a yeshiva called Torah Moshe, aka Tomo, for 3 years. And then I started teaching.
Okay. Well, that's great. So I was like pretty. Okay, you're very musical and that. Did you didn't do any? Did you do any music? Did you like?
Yeah, when I was in high school, I had some bands. We had some fun. I'm a musician, and but nothing in the professional, whatever it is. But I could play professionally, but just didn't do that. I don't know what professional means. So the answer is okay, whatever. I played music a lot, and I like music, and I play music, and I listen to music, and I'm musical.
Yeah, that's fair. And you know a lot of like modern references musically and theater.
Well, if you listen to my references and pay attention, you'll realize how old you are. In other words, it's true that I know references, but most of them are not recent. And that's what I'm talking about. The current ones are the ones that are just, just floating around. It's not, it's not. I really don't know things. I really don't. I know the old stuff. A couple of new stuff here and there.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you have any particular rabbis that influenced you on like your journey?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, here's like some highlights.
Highlights. There are certainly a lot of them, perhaps, that I just don't remember. In other words, the influence that they had, because it was just, it was normal. And it was positive, but the ones that I would say stand out a lot would be Rabbi Kamenetsky, who was my principal in high school.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he was very big. He was a big influence. But I shout him out pretty much in every interview. Somebody asked me. Who else? I'm a little nervous now because if I start saying, people are going to get upset at me. I didn't say other ones. But I mean, there was one that was, I can get away with that one and I won't get in trouble because he was the principal. So, okay, he was the only principal. I had other principals in elementary school, but they might like me now, but they didn't like me then. I don't know if you remember, but I do. They like me so much. We spent a lot of time together in the office, but...
One-on-ones.
That's had a big impact. By Feiner, by Feiner, by Eitan Feiner.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
No,
I used to teach here.
Really?
Yeah.
How long ago? When did you come to Aish? Like how?
July 2nd,
Wait.
2006. So coming up on 20 years.
Well, so you just saw Noah as well?
Yeah, he passed away in 2009. So he was.
Well, did he have any impact?
I mean, he certainly had an impact in terms of just being in his institution. Being here. I was never here as a student, but I was here as a teacher. Just you're in a place, you get influenced by the place. So certainly he had an influence, but I wouldn't. I was never a student of his actively.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff, but.
That's good.
But Feiner used to teach here. And the influence he had on me was much later in my life. In other words, relative to the other examples, it was after I was teaching already. And I used to go to his shiur, and he had major impact.
Oh, where is he now?
Impact. That was the rabbi of the White Shul from Rockaway, New York.
Okay.
The White Shul. They have a real name, but nobody knows the real name. But I don't even think it's white anymore. But the point is that he's the rabbi of the White Shul. Amazing individual. If you can interview him, you should.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, but Feiner's amazing. I'll tell you what happened. I know him for the better part of my life because he grew up in the same community I grew up in. But he's older than me. But his younger brother was in my class. So what happened was I was teaching in Essentials, like the beginner program in Aish, and suddenly, like a lot of my students, I noticed, what is this? Pardon my ADD, what is this?
Oh, it's a cover for this.
This is a cover.
Yeah.
This would be great if it was a mic, like like another.
I had a mic that I plugged in, and then I did an interview with Rabbi Ellis, and it disconnected halfway through. So now I'm really scared to use it again.
All right. So what happened was, a lot of my students, I noticed, they were like quoting Gemaras, but they weren't even religious. And I was like, what are you guys? What's going on here? They literally, they weren't keeping Shabbos or whatever it is, but they were quoting Gemaras. And I was like, where? Talmud. So I was wondering, how do you know this? He said, Rabbi Feiner's here. They got Rabbi Feiner. So I was like, okay, I got to see what this is. So I went to Rabbi Feiner and asked him, could you mind if I sit in the chair? He said, yeah, please, my pleasure. Tom said, no. So I went to the chair for a day. I stayed for a year and a half. Because I was like, oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. And one of my Talmidim here, his name's Eli, was here, and Eli Deluya, he was here many years ago, and he was a Talmud, but then he became my Chavrusa. We started learning together in the shir. It was unbelievable, major influence. I never said that one out loud actually, but I found a major influence. Someone named Aaron Goldhar, major influence, but also talking about maybe 5-6 years ago, major influence in terms of learning and whatever. Yeah, so there's some people that stand out, but again, there are many probably that had major influence that I didn't notice.
Yeah,
it's like, what do we notice? We notice the contrast. We notice when there's something that's glaring, but when things go smoothly, we're just like, yeah, it was okay. It's just like, that was amazing. They were great. So there are probably a lot of teachers that were great, a lot of rabbis that were great over the years. But the ones that stand out that I remember are those, those three that I just mentioned had noticeable influence and impact in my life. Boom.
Wow. Yeah, that is cool. Okay. In coming to Aish, what was the story about coming to Aish?
Coming to Aish was a mistake. Now, I don't mean that in the sense of like, oh, what did I do? If I knew what I was getting myself into, I never would have.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I'm happy I did it. I'm happy that it happened. But I didn't know what it was. I didn't really understand what was happening. It was basically after I got married and I was learning for a few years. And then it came time, reality setting in that, like, Big Papa ain't paying the bills anymore. So you gotta get in, take care of yourself, get a job. You gotta find a way to get a partner. So, so like, the stories that you interview a lot of the rabbis, that are Bali Tshuva, it comes from like, well, I was backpacking in the Himalayas, I saw God on a mountain, and then I said, it's time to go to Aish HaTorah, never happened. I grew up religious,
Yeah.
I mean, my story is I was a black woman. I was a 75-year-old black woman. I came to Aish, and look at me today. Is that amazing? Look how much I've changed. Do you have to edit that?
It's fine.
That's what I do. The reason I came to Aish is because I needed a job, and because you're looking for inspiration, so I needed money. And I had a cousin that had what to do with Aish, and they recommended, come check it out. And so I met with somebody named Jamie Cowland. Do you know him? He used to be here for many years. He was here. Whatever. Long story short, it's a whole story. But long story short is I ended up teaching here, but I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I had no idea what was happening.
Why? How's it different for other institutions, or what was like?
I never heard of Aish HaTorah. Aish HaTorah now is very big, loud. They're out there and people know them. But if you grew up in the religious world, why would you know about Aish HaTorah? Aish HaTorah is for Bali Tshuva. It's a totally different. It's never shall the two meet.
Yeah.
I grew up in a religious community with religious families and religious friends and religious schools and religious shuls and religious activities. I had nothing to do with secular people. Nothing. So why would I grew up in the 5-town Woodmere. I don't even know what that is, but it's like on my block of 48 houses, everyone's religious. Like maybe a few weren't, whatever, but nothing to really do. Okay, they're neighbors, whatever. Had nothing to do with kiros, nothing to do with bringing people close and getting close. No way. It's like I live my life, and they live their lives, and a Naju lived their life, and a Christian lived their life, and a Hindi lived their life, and in France lives their life. What do I have to do with a secular person? So I didn't know what Aish HaTorah was. So when I came in, I was looking to teach, but looking to teach religious kids. Like I didn't know what it was.
Starting from scratch.
I literally had no idea what it was, and then he starts pitching me on these ideas. You'll go to these English. It was like you go to Leeds, you go to Liverpool, you go to Madison, Wisconsin. I was like, why am I going to these places?
I just go.
He's like, yeah, no, you go to campus. I'm like, why would I go to campus? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, this is Aish HaTorah, man. We do kiruv. I was like, do you have any 10th grade teaching jobs for religious kids? Like, what are you talking about? And it was like the whole thing was a mistake. But if you want the long version, I'll tell you. But the short version is that he basically ended up convincing me to check it out. I checked it out, and it took a full year from that meeting till I finally started working here. But that's how I got here. It wasn't like I was secular and religious. I found out, and it wasn't. I care so much about the Jewish people. It was I need money. So since I need money, and now really that's a mistake because I didn't make it here. But the point is that hey, make a living. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Okay, so once I got here, it didn't open my mind. Right? The Gemara says, I learned a lot from my rabbis, I learned more from my friends, I learned the most from my students. Coming here and just meeting people and the questions people would ask and where people are coming from was a totally untapped mental space. Like, it was just like, what am I going to be the guy who grew up in a secular home from Australia who's going to ask me questions on the basics of how do you know there's God? I'm like, what are you talking? Of course there's a God. And what are you saying? Because I don't understand your accent. All these things. You know what I mean? So it's so that was that. But it was a great mistake. It was the greatest mistake. You're my greatest mistake. That's an old song.
So what are you doing?
Is that inspiring?
Yeah, that was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
Different type of story. What so what are you doing now? Like the other half of your time, like, 'cause like you're not here all the time. What are you doing
What I
now?
do with my life.
Yeah.
It's mixed between teaching classes here, I teach one-on-ones with people, and learning, and family, at home.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
That's
Trying to stay healthy, thinking about it, playing guitar.
One day we'll go
not
for it.
exercising at all, and that's life. Teaching and learning, it's my day. Teaching and
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good.
I'd say, trying to get close to the Lord Almighty.
Okay, on learning, what is your favorite book? Or like, okay, favorite book in Tanakh, or a recommended book you'd give to someone or tell someone to read before coming? Or
Why'd you pick Tanakh? Why'd you say that?
I don't know, because we're learning Tanakh here.
So you're limiting it to the,
okay, any book.
to the
Okay,
written Torah.
No, okay, any book. A book that you tell someone to read before coming here, or on their journey,
Before
here,
coming
or
here.
even here in the early.
Oh, there's so many different categories of books. So it depends what you mean. Like, if you have let's just put it as, I'll name a few. I'll name a few books that I recommend. Okay, that's absolutely the Torah itself. Be saying, if you start with like, which is my favorite, it's hard to say that. I don't know. I mean, they're all great. Everything has everything is what to offer. But outside of that, the first thing that comes to mind, but it's a little bit tedious. And I might switch to something else. All right. In no particular order.
Okay.
The Path of the Just.
Oh yeah.
Silas Yashar.
Yeah.
But these are only for people that are. These are only for people that actually want to learn and they want to grow.
Yeah.
If you're not interested in learning and growing, it's just like, oh, let me just read by the pool type of thing. So what book would I recommend? Megillas Esther. You know what I mean? Great action. Film. But those who actually want to learn and want to whatever, Silas Yashar. Path of the Just. It's the same book. It's the same languages, written by Moshe Chaim Lutzad, the Rav Gav.
Yeah.
About coming up on 300 years ago, 200, written in the 1700s. That's coming up actually on 300 years. I think it was written in 1734.
Whoa.
I think. Does that make sense? 1746. I think it was 1730s that it was written. So 300 years ago, almost, which is crazy because we're in 2026 already. But and someone watches this in 2145, be like 2026. Remember that? Anyway, don't be watching it; it'll just be uploaded or just have it. But that's one. Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start.
Yeah.
I mean, I give you a whole list.
Yeah, no, that's good.
want a list?
No,
I'll take a
that's
list.
fine. That's good.
Oh, so many good stuff out there. But let's just start with that.
Alright.
I find that if I say more, then people will take that one.
Yeah.
Take a look at it. Yeah, sales show. You learned it?
Yeah. Well, I've read it once.
The whole thing?
Yeah, of course. When I was here last time,
Wow.
I read a lot of books last time I was here.
Wow. Did you read it a second time?
I've read parts of it the second time. So
So I don't know if you remember the introduction of the intro. In the intro, he says that this book is not meant to be read once.
yeah. So
You're like, I'll read it once.
Del Berry was like read the first chapter like 50 times, 100, whatever. It's like,
everybody does that. But I believe it or not, there's also a second chapter. I find that too many people get stuck in the first chapter, including myself. Like,
Yeah.
It's true, learn it. But also learn the second chapter 50
Yeah.
times, and then the third chapter 50 times.
I'd randomly like open to a chapter and just like read that. But yeah, I haven't gone through it again. And I liked Derek Hashem. Wait,
Really?
what?
The Way of God?
Yeah. Father, yeah.
Why? What do you like about it?
I don't know what in comparison to Father just like felt like rules. Like it was like here's a map of rules, and here's a list of rules, and then Derek Hashem was like, here's a map of the world. You look at everything.
So I'll tell you the difference. What I see the difference in the two is that Derek Hashem is not demanding on you at all.
No, I agree.
Sil Hashem is demanding.
Yeah.
So, of course, who doesn't like things that are not demanding? Derek Hashem is like, oh, I'm curious, and oh, that's nice, and you move on. Sil Hashem is like, grow, become a different person. Like, no, I just want to get like a little s'more, you know, I just want to stay where I am, be comfortable, whatever. He says, sure, it'll change your life. But you have to do it. Yeah, so it's a guidebook on how to live your life.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
I should read it again.
Yeah.
You've traveled a fair bit. How have you got?
Never been to Aussie.
Yeah, it's not that.
It's supposed to go. I had visas ready to go.
Really?
Yeah, my whole family were going.
When?
We were supposed to be there 2020.
Oh, yeah, well.
We had a whole tour. We were going to Gold Coast. We were going to Sydney, Melbourne, making our way. We were going to go to Africa afterwards. We had a whole trip.
Well, I could have seen you there.
And then Fauci decided to make money.
Yeah.
Then the corona.
Wow. Wait, so do you have a favorite country that you haven't been to?
How do I know? I've never been to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the ones that you have gone to.
That I have been to?
Yeah.
Favorite country that I've been to?
Yeah.
It's hard to say a favorite country. There's a lot each place has. I'll tell you what popped into my head is there's no way I'll say because if anyone watches this, then they're gonna be not happy with me. If we're just talking about natural beauty,
Yeah.
I could just say natural beauty. Seattle, Washington.
Really?
It's beautiful. Hawaii's also beautiful. Mexico's beautiful. But something hit me with Seattle. Like, what?
Are you really?
Seriously?
What?
Crazy?
Yeah, that is
Have you ever
crazy.
been there?
No.
When I say that to people from Seattle, they go, "Were you there in the summer?" And I say, "Yeah." They're like, "Was it raining?" I said, "No." They're like, "Okay, forget it." It's only like 3 days a year apparently. So, but I hit that day. So, Mount Rainier, it looks beautiful. There's a mountain there. It's really beautiful. Beautiful place. Yeah. Cancun is very nice also. The water.
Yeah.
And Hawaii's Hawaii, you know, it's what it is, you know.
Yeah.
That's just in terms of the place itself, the physical location. In terms of the people, every place.
Yeah.
I don't have a.
Okay, we're good.
That's great.
Yeah, that was great. Okay. Well, then I'll go for the favorite book. What is your favorite Jewish holiday? Like, have you ever had one?
I'm one of these guys that's really annoying because everybody has their thing or whatever. It's just I really don't have. I don't. But I do. My favorite holiday, and my most painful holiday is Purim.
It's a love-hate relationship.
No, it's not a hate. It's a love-depressed relationship. Because Purim is a day that you can tap into the highest of the high.
Yeah.
I love that, but I also rarely am able to access such a connection. Even on Purim, I'm saying it's like to me, it's like the holy of holies is Purim. But yeah, waiting to reach that pinnacle. So that's what's depressing. It's like when you know there's something here, you're not getting it. But yeah, it's the Purim.
I thought you were going to say Purim's great, but then the next day, that's why.
That's top of the top Purim.
Yeah.
If you hit it, the person's zocher, they merit to hit that ultimate ecstasy.
Yeah.
Like I've done that. I've hit that.
Yeah.
Purim is everything. Purim is the highest.
It's crazy. This year Purim was my first Purim in Jerusalem, which was crazy.
Right. So unfortunately, most people, it's always fun. No one's gonna have a bad time on Purim, you know. But it's kadosh, it's holy. It's very, yeah. So that's why I say depressing. It's like my wife knows, like, okay, here we go again. Like, you know, so what do you want to do? Are you gonna tap into it? You're not gonna tap. You know, it's hard. It's a hard day to tap into, but it's the easiest day to tap into. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. One more question then. What would you tell the religious community and it's how they would look at Aish HaTorah then? Like how, if they've never heard of Aish HaTorah or like don't think we're up to good over here, what would you say to them?
Tell them anything about Aish HaTorah. Who cares? Who's not about Aish HaTorah? I would tell them about Yidden. You know, about really if I had the opportunity to speak to the entire Jewish world, what would I say? I would say man up or woman up. That's what I would say. Of Oh, for shleimus, the ultimate goal is really do what we're supposed to be doing. Figure out what truth is and head towards it. If you're not, then let's be honest and say I'm not. But at least I know what it is. That's what I would say. That was yesterday's essentials class. Truth. Go for truth. Aish HaTorah, near. Who cares? The bottom line is, you're probably looking for something else. You're looking for like the Kirim style.
Cool. I
don't know what you're looking for. Forget it. Because of the fact that I wasn't indoctrinated with Bali Chuva's situation, so I actually think for myself a little. So therefore, my challenge is just like everyone should be really processing where are you in life? Where do you have to work on? Start working on it. The only difference between someone who worked on something and someone who didn't work on something?
Did it?
Yeah, one that worked on it. Okay, so obviously a lot more differences that happen after that, but it's like it's not just a religious community, it's every community. Everyone. Man up, woman up, whatever I have to say in the political era we're at, and start living up to truth. Firstly, being honest, taking a real son is cheshbon hanefesh, an evaluation of your soul. Where are you? How are you doing health-wise? Taking care of yourself? No. Yes. Whatever the answer is. And then just being real with that. How are you doing with your relationships with people? How are you doing with your relationship with Hashem, with God? Being real, taking a real cheshbon. I wonder. I don't know. I'm going to ask you. How old are you? I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah, 33.
33? Have you ever had a day in your life that you felt that you maximized? And I don't care what your definition is. You could tell me maximizing means surfing, the whole day and giving it my all, whatever, and I'd accept that. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not even going for truth yet. Have you ever had a day what you thought was valuable and you maximized?
Maybe a few that I can think of.
Think.
It's like,
If you're thinking of one day that you woke up in the morning and you went at it, and you went to sleep exhausted, and you felt like that was a good day.
I mean, it happens a lot of times, but I always can feel like I could have improved here. But a lot of the days that I would think I did feel really good, it'll be times where I had a lot of relationships, connections, and a lot of things happening. Then it's almost just being busy. It was
that's okay, but also that could be that's only parts of the day.
Yeah.
I don't mean you had a positive interaction, which was amazing, whatever. I mean from morning to night. You woke up at 8, went to sleep at 10, whatever, or 7 and 12. I don't care what your timing is. And that was I maximized that day. I took full advantage of that day.
Yeah, it's hard to name. Just bring one to mind.
Yeah. Do you find that sad?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
You can't come up with one flipping day. That's how to put it in perspective. Okay? There's 365 days of the solar calendar. If you just take a 10-year period, that's 3,650 days. Right?
Yeah.
If we double that, then we're at about, let's say, 7,000 days. That's 20 years is 7,000 days. Let's say we'll start from 13. So you're 20 years past 13 now. Over the last 20 years, 7,000 plus days. How many have you maximized?
Yeah, crazy.
Sad. For me, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
Yeah.
The answer is no. Me too. How many have we maximized? So what would I say to people? It's what are you doing? Be real with it. And if you're failing in an area, okay, face it. Be aware of it. Then at least you can start to change. Until you think about it, you don't think about it. What do you say?
Yeah, well, that's powerful.
Great.
Yeah, powerful message. Believe on. I'm going to work on one day now.
Actually, great idea. But I'll tell you afterwards. I won't say a word because I don't want this thing to stop working, but I'll tell you afterwards something. And maybe we can do another thing if you want to do it. But the basic idea that I heard once is really beautiful. Think back over the last 10 years. Is there anything over the last 10 years that you wish you would have done? Imagine I told you. The way that I heard it is like this. Imagine you were 43 years old. Got it? Imagine you're 43. and I told you, you can go back to 33. You're at 43, and you're like, this is where you're at. You can go back to 33. You have now 10 years to work on something. What would it be? Process that, whatever it is. And then wake up. You're 33. So you can go back to 23, right? Okay, the past is the past. But God willing, you're going to be 43 one day. You know, when you're 43, will you be looking back and saying, wow, I'm so happy that I did? Or you be saying, I wish I would have.
Yeah.
So start owning up. Step one, first step is just being aware. I think that most of us, I think I have noticed others as well, are just not aware of the fact that they haven't maximized even one day of their existence.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And if it's one, no, I did one. I'm like, bro, it's only one. Don't get so excited. But at least you have a model now to live up to it, to start doing it.
Yeah.
This is not overwhelming. I'm not saying something you can't do. Say whatever you can do. That's what I'll tell the world.
That's good. That's
good.
To the world.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.